today's really about Hillsborough College and the rejuvenation of this campus.
For the Tampa Bay Rays, 2025 turned into a lost season at home after Tropicana Field was knocked out by hurricane damage, forcing the team to play elsewhere while repairs were underway. The Rays are set to return in 2026, but the disruption has only sharpened a bigger question about their long-term future. Now, with new renderings for a proposed new stadium, the conversation has clearly shifted from fixing the past to redefining what the Rays' future in Tampa Bay could look like. However, there's a big problem hiding behind those glossy images. With a $2.3 billion vision, the question now isn't just where the Rays will play. It's whether this ambitious idea can actually become real. So what do these renderings really show, and what exactly is the problem supposed to be? For a small market team, the Tampa Bay Rays have built a history that is far bigger than their budget. The story really begins in 1999 when Wade Boggs hit his 3,000th career hit with a home run in a Rays uniform. Then, in 2008, the Rays completed one of the most shocking turnarounds in modern MLB history by going from the bottom of the standings to the World Series. And along the way, they knocked out the Boston Red Sox. That shift in perception only grew stronger. In 2009, Carl Crawford stole 6 bases in a single game, once again against the Red Sox, the first American League player to do it since 1912. Then came 2011, when the Rays erased a 7-0 deficit against the New York Yankees, in what is still widely considered one of the greatest days in MLB history. More recently, the Rays showed their modern edge by opening 2023 with a 13-0 winning streak, tying a long-standing MLB record. Add in 2 American League pennants, 9 playoff appearances, and back-to-back AL East titles, and the pattern is clear. The push for a new stadium isn't just about the future. It's about finally matching the scale of the building to the size of the moments this franchise has already created, and maybe giving the Rays the stage they need to finish the one job they still haven't: winning it all. For all the big moments the Rays have created, Tropicana Field has increasingly felt like it's holding the team back. Opened in 1998, the Trop is now an aging building, and for years it has been at the center of failed plans, false starts, and relocation rumors. The stadium is outdated by modern MLB standards, and repeated attempts to either upgrade it or replace it have fallen apart. Location has been just as big of an issue. Tropicana Field sits in St. Petersburg, across the bay from Tampa's larger population base, and that geography has played a major role in the Rays' chronically low attendance. As a result, the Rays have taken their biggest step. Renderings of a proposed ballpark and mixed-use district planned for Hillsborough College's Dale Mabry campus, which is just across from Raymond James Stadium, have been released. Team officials say these images are an early look at what could become a $2.3 billion stadium project, one that will continue to evolve based on further studies and community feedback. Earlier this week, the Hillsborough College Board of Trustees approved a memorandum of understanding with the Rays to begin redeveloping the Dale Mabry campus as part of a larger ballpark district. The broader vision goes well beyond baseball. The partnership is designed to upgrade campus facilities, expand workforce development and internship opportunities for more than 45,000 students, and drive regional growth. By the numbers, the plan is massive. The project would cover about 130 acres and be structured as a public-private partnership. The cost of the stadium will be shared between the Rays, Hillsborough County, and the city of Tampa, while the multi-billion-dollar mixed-use development around it would be privately financed. An independent economic analysis estimates the full development could generate $34 billion in total economic impact, create nearly 11,900 jobs, and attract around 10 million visitors per year once fully built. There's numbers more in line with a major U.S. theme park than a single sports venue. Hillsborough County Commissioner Ken Hagan, who also had a remarkable college baseball career, has said the entire development could ultimately be worth between $8 billion and $10 billion. For now, the Rays are set to return to Tropicana Field for the 2026 season, with the goal of opening their new stadium in time for opening day 2029. The plan already has some powerful backing. Earlier this week, Governor Ron DeSantis, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred all voiced support for the project, saying the time is right to expand baseball's footprint in Tampa Bay in a way that benefits both the franchise and the college. The Rays may have shiny new renderings, but there's still a massive problem hanging over this project. There is no funding plan yet, and the one idea on the table is already sparking serious controversy. At the center of the debate is the Community Investment Tax, CIT, a half-penny sales tax that Hillsborough County voters first approved in 1996 and reapproved again in 2024. Since it began, the CIT has raised more than $3.5 billion and has helped fund 784 public projects, including paying down the debt on Raymond James Stadium. The money is currently split between Hillsborough County, the cities of Tampa Plant City, and Temple Terrace, the school district, and the Tampa Sports Authority. Commissioner Ken Hagan, the strongest supporter of the stadium on the county commission, has been blunt about the stakes. This agreement does not happen without CIT funding. It just doesn't. The idea being floated is to combine CIT money, hotel taxes, revenue generated by the site, and possibly rental car fees to cover the public's share of the $2.3 billion stadium. But the real issue may not be whether it can be done, it's whether it's even allowed. Commissioner Joshua Wostall has pushed back hard, pointing to the April 2024 meeting when the ballot language to extend the CIT was approved. That extension passed with 52% of the vote and locked in the tax for another 15 years. But, as Wostall noted, there was nothing in the ballot language about funding new sports stadium. And despite the board voting 5-2 to send the extension to voters, the stadium question was never part of what the public approved. Wostall says he's not trying to kill the project, but to protect taxpayers. For now, the county commission has voted to move forward with negotiations between the Rays and the county, but the clock is ticking. The two sides have under 6 months to figure out whether there is a legal and political path to using CIT funds. Something Hagan says is essential if those stadium renderings are ever going to become reality. In other words, the Rays may have the pictures, but without a clear and agreed upon funding plan, the hardest part of this project is only just beginning. Will there be a chance for the Rays to get this stadium done before 2029? Drop 1 if you agree, and 0 if you don't think so. And that's the final stop for today, folks. Thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you next time.